Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of Soldiers Talk the Podcast. I'm your host, Staff Sergeant McPherson, and on this show we discuss military topics with current and prior service members. Okay, today we're gonna be back in AR 35-5. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. So we back in AR 735-5, back until talking about property. On this episode, we're gonna be talking about actions to take when the individuals admit negligence. So, uh, this is for flippable statement of charges when they. This is for when the individual admit that they was in the wrong. Okay, so the first alpha is the voluntary payment limitations. So the following persons may pay the actual loss to the government in cash, check, or payroll deductions, except when a DD Form 200 or AR 15-6 investigation is mandatory. So, if the flipper or the 15-6 is not mandatory, they can just pay for it out of pocket however they want to. This more likely if it's not sensitive items or not some type of class 7 or something like that where they have to do a flipper for it. So all service members and civilian employees of active Army or United States Army Reserve or members and employees of the Army National Guard may admit financial liability and offer cash, check, or payroll deduction payment in the amount not to exceed the person's monthly basic pay. This also applies to the payment of an individual's share of collective liability when more than one person has been assessed with the financial liability. Table 12-3 shows how to compute the financial liability against one person. Figure 12-4 illustrates how to compute collective and individual liability against two or more people. DOD civilian will see the Human Resource Service representative for a DD Form 2481 request for recovery of debt due to United States by salary offset for payroll deduction submission. A contractor admitting financial liability for any amount may pay cash or check. The use of the DD Form 362 for a payroll deduction is not an option for a contractor. Replacement by cash purchase. A person who admits liability may voluntarily purchase replacements for loss of damaged hand tools or OCIE from the SSSC or CIF. Allow depreciation per appendix B. So we went over depreciation in another video. So y'all go check out my other video about statement of charges and depreciation. Accept payments made by cash or check. When lack of item availability prevents immediate purchase, account for the loss or damaged hand tools or OCIE by using DD Form 362. The procedures for initiation and processing a DD Form 362 are contained in paragraph 12-3. Army National Guard, the USPFO may authorize replacement in kind when lack of item availability prevents cash sale of hand tools at the SSC. The rule does not apply to active Army or United States Army Reserve members. USPFO sale of hand tools to Army National Guard members and to Army National Guard technicians is optional. No cash sales will be made without DD Form 362 or written authorization signed by the person's commander or designated representative. The authorization statement follows. I authorize name and grade to purchase the following hand tools or OCIE. Purchased items will remain the property of the government. Allowable depreciation is chargeable to accounting classification for the mission and or base operation element funding the operation in which the tools or OCIE was used. Prepare the statement in the original and make 2 copies. The unit retains copy 2 of DD Form 362 until copy 1 is returned to the unit by the individual making the purchase. After verification that the purchase was actually made from the authorized source and accountability has been restored, copy 2 may be destroyed. The individual making the purchase retains copy 1. The original would be retained by SSSC or CIF. Figure 12-6 shows the flow of the cash purchase from SSSC or CIF. So, and figure table 12-3 is basically to tell you guys the method of computing the financial charges against a single person. So it goes about the types of losses and the base pay. So the actual loss, the actual amount charged. Of course, you guys know if it's over the person's base pay, it'll be a flipper. So this is the chart right here. You guys want to check it out in table 12-3 and AR 735-5, where it breaks it down when you're charging a single person. And here goes the chart where it goes basically the processing steps on when they issue the 362 and what they're supposed to do with it when they're trying to pay for it or replace property. So DD and 12-3 it goes over the DD form 362 and show you guys how to fill it out. So I got a video on the 362 explaining how to fill it out and when to fill it out if the person admits negligence. And let me know if I skipped anything. This has been, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like the video. This has been another episode of Social Talk the Podcast, and I see you guys at Formation.